What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube episode. I've been having some guys ask, hey, is this the Houston Kilby show? You know, if we're doing episodes, is this a show? Well, if we want it to be, I guess it's going to be. But anyways, welcome to the episode. We got a lot of cool things going on for you guys today. First off, I got to show you something really cool. You guys got to see this. Okay, guys, check this out. I know this is on my phone, but I want you guys to see this. Bang Shift has done a super cool write-up on the Full Metal Goat. Check this thing out. Did a full write-up on it. Miss Olivia did all the literature for us, and this thing is really awesome. I am super proud of this. It's super cool moment. They even put a link to my YouTube channel right there. Click there to visit Kilby's YouTube channel. Super cool. I put several pictures in there of my build from when I got it, when I got my wheels, and once we put the Pro Charger and stuff in it. But super cool post, and thank you guys so much for all the support. If you guys have not yet seen this article, I will put a link down below in the description of this. Be sure to check it out. Be sure to thank Bang Shift for doing this write-up on it, and be sure to leave a like on the Facebook page on this. But anyways, let's get into this episode and let's rock and roll. Okay guys, so on this episode, real quick here to give you a brief what we're going to do. We are going to be making a sheet metal top to go on our bead roller table. Reason for that, we've got several upcoming projects, and this weekend I can't dive much into the car, but we got to make some stuff for the car so we can make stuff for the car. So anyways, we're going to make this table. I think it's going to turn out really nice. We're going to make it out of aluminum, and we're going to rock and roll. Alright guys, we just got this bad boy cut out on the stomp shear over there. Sorry to get that in the film. They just had to get after it and get it done, and moving a big piece of aluminum gets kind of tough when you're by yourself. But anyways, this is the basic look of the top. What I'm going to do is bend over the edges so we got a nice radius edge. I don't want a sharp edge, because when you're up here moving parts around, you can really cut yourself up pretty easily. But all we're going to do is we're going to bend some 90s on this stuff, and this edge over here is longer than what my handbrake is, so I'm going to have to do some creative thinking on that right there. But I think I'm just going to bend these edges over front and back so those are bent, and then mount it down and take a hammer and just form it right over, or use the English wheel. We'll just have to see. But right now I'm just marking my 1/4 inch lip. We're going to bend over so we can mount this down, and we're going to roll with it. Alright guys, so I thought I'd show you a little trick here what I'm about to do. This isn't ideal, but it works. And basically I need to mount this thing, that piece of wood, and I'm wanting to bolt it on there instead of screwing it on wood screws. I could do wood screws, but I need it to hold down pretty good, and plus I don't want a sharp nail or screw on the bottom side, so I'm going to use Allen heads. And I've already made one tapered indention And this is kind of a little trick I just kind of come up with, and it works. But now this isn't ideal, and if you're wanting something to look real pretty, I wouldn't suggest doing this, but this works, and it works pretty good. So basically I just made a taper in this, so where this countersink Allen head is completely flat, and I won't have to worry about a piece of sheet metal coming over this and grabbing it. I don't want any screws sticking up, if that makes sense, and I want them laying flat. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Okay, you need 3 tools, one being a socket that's going to be about the same size, let's see here, of the head of your Allen head. So about like that, if it makes sense. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit up close here. I can't get it in, there we go. Something along that. And if this makes sense, you need the size Allen head with the taper that you need. And you need a metal hammer. And thanks Dylan Woodfin, by the way. Out of all the tools I got in my whole shop, I was missing a claw hammer on a project we were working on up in the ceiling a few episodes back, and Dylan made it to a point that we've got claw hammers in my shop now. Anyways, all right, so what we're going to do, it worked pretty good on the other holes I've done so far. So we got our socket. You got to put it up against a hard surface. I'm just going to use a door seal since this piece is so big, but you can use a vise or whatever. But anyways, got the open end like this. We're going to stick a screw in there. Got the socket up against the wall. Got it centered up the best we can. Got it pretty flat and straight, just the best we can. It'll kind of seat itself and line itself up. Okay, just bash it in there. And now you can see that it's all tapered in, and it worked okay. Kind of something I thought of on the fly, and it actually worked. So do the rest of our holes and bolt this thing down, this project. And oh, and then I need to cut a hole out in it, and we're done. Okay guys, here we go. So we got our nice little cheap little table here made up. We got our countersink screws in there, and those work really nice. I know it ain't the prettiest thing in the world, nor is it the straightest thing in the world, but you know what? I need it quick and fast. This is just to help us down the road. I've been needing this for a while, and as I explained before, just that plywood would just catch any edge of the metal. If there's any little burr, like right on the end of the metal, it just catch it, and it would cause you to stumble in the bead roller and kind of get the bead roll look like this. And we got to get our stuff looking better and better, and this is part of it. So now we're going to drill out some holes with the hole saw, and then cut our little slices out there, and then there'll be just a slot right in there. Again, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but this will help us out a bunch. And let's rock and roll. Boom, and there we go guys. We now have this thing ready to rock for us. This is going to help us out a bunch. It's a whole lot smoother of a table to work on now, and it actually looks pretty cool. It looks way better than what I thought it would. The slot turned out good. It just looks okay. I mean, it ain't no professional deal, but again, as you can see, like right here, there's one of those dents I was talking about, where this is not the way I was showing you there with the hammer and the socket. It's not the ideal way, but it works pretty good. So you'll have one that turns out like that, and you'll have one that'll turn out pretty good, and so on and so forth. But it turned out pretty good. And again, this is not supposed to be some pretty thing. This is going to get scratched to death. This is just something I needed a smoother working area. The wood would just grab the metal, and this is going to work way better. But anyways, okay, that's good to go. Now on to the next thing. Can you guys guess what this is? Can you guess what this thing does? And what does it go to? It's a pretty neat little toy. I picked this bad boy up from my dad. He uses this a lot, and we're getting ready to bolt this thing up. And until I get this thing on, write down in the comments below before I get to it what you guys think it is. What is this thing? Okay guys, here we go. So the biggest question was, what did this guitar looking contraption do? And the answer is, this is how you bead roll perfect circles. Well, as close to a perfect circle as possible. And I'm going to show you guys how this thing works. And basically, from just a second ago, I had to take a 30-minute pit stop and work on this piece to accept the big wheels like what's on this Mittler Brothers bead roller. But anyways, this piece does not come from Mittler Brothers. This comes from a different company, and I'll put that link down below in the description. But the tool works really awesome. This is my dad's, and we've used it on his aluminum, the smaller size bead roller that is normal size depth. This is a deep depth bead roller right here, and there's just a little bit of difference there, so we had to make some modifications to clear the wheels so we could do what we wanted to do. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys how this thing works. Yes, my bead roller is a foot pedal operated deal, so I'm going to turn it on and I just let it turn around through there, and you can see it's following my black line I've got there. I hope you guys can see that. There you go, you can see that black line good from that side. There you go. So I just let it go through there and it rolls that right out for me. And I've already done one with a different wheel. Okay, so that's basically the gist of it. I'm going to take it out here for you guys so you guys can see what I'm working with here. Just like that. Okay, that's one side of it. We're D'ing it out. There's the other side. Now these are two different styles I've done here. I'm trying to figure out which one I like the best. Do I like this real steep one, or do I like this long tapered out one? I kind of like this one. It's a little bit different. I like this one too, but it seems to warp the panel pretty good there when you use that one. This one doesn't seem to do it as bad. Now, whole reason for doing that, let's walk on over here to what my mad scientist plan is. Okay, so you guys have kind of seen what I've been trying to work with, what I've been trying to come up with, and I'm wanting to put more details in it to make it look better. And so I've been kind of thinking here, how would this look if you did something like that, and then right in here where this hole is, put either an Allen head screw or maybe like a billet button or something like that, something that, you know, kind of makes this look like where a gauge finger used to be. Something, I don't know yet, just kind of thinking. One guy shouted out to me, maybe put make something that looks like a bullet that goes right there or something, but I'm kind of liking this. I don't know yet, that way it gives it some depth. I don't know. I'll show you this other one here. Let's see here, hope you guys can see it. Something like that. Yeah. I'm trying to angle this camera so you can see it. I know where it's so shiny, it's kind of hard to make out the depth and stuff there. But I don't know. Something along these lines, but this weekend I had a lot of tools I had to make. I had to modify some stuff just so I could just do this. And when you make this one-off stuff, you got to do that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And we're just trying to test some stuff out here because I really want this thing to look cool and pop out. And take you over here to the car. I want to do more than just something that's just flat and it's a delete panel or something like that. It's got to have some depth to it, and it's got to look pretty cool. And I know I've seen a lot of comments where, you know, online this thing looks really cool once you've got that brushed sticker on there, but in person I just don't care for it. I want it to look really cool, and sometimes it takes you several weeks to figure out what you're going to do and how to make it better. But still got some more testing to do, trying to figure out how I'm going to handle this piece here, and this is just part of it. Okay guys, let's go and wrap us up for the day. I need to end this video out here, and again, thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you haven't already, be sure to push the button and we'll put it right in here. Also, don't forget to hit the bell. There's a little bell, make sure you get all my notifications every video of the posts I make. But guys, we are rocking and rolling. Just had a super cool bang shift right up. That thing is doing awesome. Super cool guys over there. And man, we're rocking and rolling. And until next time,
Y'all have a good one.
Super excited. Again, thank you guys so much. Be sure to subscribe. I'm gonna put subscribe.